Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. The pass.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Cohen, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Ball carrier. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 14. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Tariq Cohen. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. At the 49-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The quarterback.
And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
To Odell Beckham.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Mike, 53. 53.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run. This is Cohen. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Down right at home.
No gain on that run. And while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
the Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to run again. And he stopped immediately there.
The keeper.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 50-yard line.
2nd and 10. Now this time Murray to throw it. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 37 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Buying time to his left. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is in depth.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
So first thing across my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They get this out left. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Play fake. Murray winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jackson.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown,
Matt Breida, 79 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 30.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
doing? He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
He's going to keep it again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
First down, a run with Cohen. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Kyle Van Boy.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Breida. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Matt Breida, the Dolphins.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Demetrius Harris. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now the second down throw on target. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
That's a gain of
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Now Breida on a toss left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Now Murray off play action. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mack Wilson. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Ricky.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
He's going to run again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kyler Murray doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10. At their own 23-yard line.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expected up the back. In fact, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
31-yard line.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He may try and run for this. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this in trouble, and he's taken down. Christian Wilkins. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And they'll indeed take a knee. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Miami, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and